Lots of sunshine and a high only in the 60s. We'll have another check of your Weather Authority forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, the holidays are quickly approaching, and many people have friends and family coming into town for the holidays. And designer Chet is here, and we're fixing up guest rooms.
We are.
And you know, it's funny, Chet. First of all, this pillow, I feel like I don't want to touch it because I don't want to get it dirty because it's so clean and nice. But when I go to a friend's house and her room is all nice and it smells good, and the towel, oh, I just love it. I never want to leave though. I've heard you're supposed to make your guest room so people want to leave eventually.
Exactly. Well, I was going to talk about that. You're not supposed to make them where it's so comfortable people want to stay, but you do want to make it comfortable enough where people will be comfortable while they're there.
Yes.
And I decided to do this segment because, Dawn, we're approaching the holiday season, and people are going to have guests in, whether it's friends or family. So you do want to make it comfortable, but not too comfortable.
It's true.
It's very true.
Actually, one of the home tours around here talks about that, about comfort, but then at some point you got to get the guests to leave.
You got to get them to leave, and that's when you start running out of food and drinks and stuff. So the first thing I thought we would talk about is if you're going to redo your guest room for the holiday season. Make it very simple, very clean, very light, airy colors. All these light colors work really well, these light fabrics. You don't want to do anything too heavy. I like to say, when you go to a really nice hotel or just a hotel period, you feel very comfortable there because everything is almost very monochromatic, very clean, very light, very airy. Not too many colors. Not too many colors. You don't want to add a lot of colors. But one of the things that you do want to add is a sense of smell.
Yes.
Yeah,
I noticed that right away. Everybody walked in. Even Chris was like, what's that smell?
Well, smells are very important whenever you're doing a guest room because it makes the guests feel very comfortable while they're there. So a diffuser is a really great thing.
So there's actually liquid in there.
There's liquid in here, and this is called Fraser Fir. And the reason why we chose this is because it's a very holiday scent. This is from Earth Savers. Once again, we always try to stay local, make sure that we're keeping it local with these things.
And you have a new candle.
And I do have a new candle that's come out. I like to call it a mango.
It's very masculine.
Yeah, it's a candle for guys. A lot of times we forget about guys through the holiday season, but guys like candles just as well. And you like the scent of this candle, right?
I do. I do.
What does it smell like?
Well, it's sweet.
It's sweet. And these candles, pine cones are something that is very, the scent of pine cones or the look of pine cone is very welcome, and it's supposed to be very homely.
And is this supposed to be like having kind of a bath?
Yes,
basket?
A basket or a gift bag is something that's really great to have for your guests in the guest rooms. A lot of times they have this in hotels where they'll add, water, nuts, just little soaps,
so they
towels.
have something to snack on. They don't have to come out to the kitchen, that sort of thing.
Absolutely, they don't have to bother you. And another great thing is that, especially like if you live in New Orleans or wherever you live, you can do this welcome guest book as well, where it just tells you a couple of things that's going on within the city.
Really?
Stationery to write and stuff.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and you don't have to just do this for guests. You could just do this, if you're having people over, or basically, you could do it for yourself, because I do myself a weekly, thing about what to do.
And the great thing about this is when people come into town, they start asking, where should we go eat? Where should we go? Anyway. we had somebody walking through the camera. Good morning, Jasmine. How are you? And, anyway,
a nice robe is something that's really great you'd want to use. Be sure that you're given a robe. Once again, these are from Earth Savers. Just a great robe.
For most people, because we have to end the segment, most people would think, all this for a guest. But it's obviously it's ideas, because as we go into the holidays, a comfy robe, something they may have forgotten. Some
comfortable pajamas. Slippers are also another thing I didn't bring, but that's another great thing to have.
Now, do they take this home with them, or what do they do?
Well, you could do like a hotel and sell it, I guess. You could put a price tag on it. But they're not going to really take it home. A lot of people will bring their own robe, but it's good to have like a robe and a pillow and all these things for guests. Some of these things they could take home, but I think if you're going to have guests over, they'll know the right things to take home and the right things to bring. And you can offer this to them. Once again, this is something to really help you guys through the holiday season, to be sure that you're making your guests feel welcome. Like Dawn said, you don't want them to stay forever, but you do want them to stay for a little while and be comfortable while they're there.
And they're going to be with all this.
Yes.
So great. It was such an interesting segment.
Thank you.
And if you want more ideas, go to our website at fox8live.com for Chet Interior Designs. The road to the national championship